Okay, guys, as promised, I'm going to do the data for the Cubs here, and that way we can find IQR and all that stuff. But remember, we want to use our calculator to find this stuff. So don't forget that when we use our calculator, and I will kind of work our way through it, more than likely you're going to end up, you'll be at this particular screen right here. We are going to go to Stat, and we are going to go to Edit. You can press the number 1. Notice how it says number 1 right there. Or you can just hit, since it's highlighted, you can just hit Enter. It'll take you to your list. I have data in here. If I go to the top and hit Clear, it'll clear the data, but I have to hit Enter. So to clear the data, you have to hit Clear and then Enter, and then the data disappears. And so from there, we just put our data in. So we've got 0, and then we just work our way down. We go 1, 1, and I think it's pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. I got 6 4s. And then I've got a 5. It's already in order for you, which is good. I got 4 6s. So I'm just, if you notice, I'm just adding them up here. They're just kind of going down the line here. I got 2 9s, a 10, an 11, a 13, and a 14. So I have 20 numbers, and these are for the cloudy day. This is the cool part. I'm going to go back over all the way to the top, and I'm going to put L2 in. So this is another little trick. So I'm going to put Sunny in L2. So let me grab a pen. I think this one writes. It may not. So this is going to be in L1. This one's going to be in L2. This is where the calculator comes in handy, guys. All right, so I'm going to put the data for sunny days in. I've got, so if you don't want to listen to me do that, you can fast forward, because I'm just going to keep talking randomly till I'm done here. So it's kind of boring to watch me plug in a calculator. All right, so we got our two pieces in here. So I've got L2, which is my cloudy days, and I've got L1, which is my sunny days. So we can now summary statistics. This is all the data that we need. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back to Stat. So we're going to go Stat, and then we're going to move over to Calculations right here. So we're going to move over to Calculations using my arrow button. And then that gets us to 1var stats, which is the first one that's highlighted. So we can hit Enter right there. And then I'm going to do list 1 first. So I made sure that's list 1. So right here it says list 1. And I'm going to hit until it actually gives me a list of my summary statistics. So here's my summary statistics I need to worry about right now. We have X bar, which is approximately 5.22. We have the other big one we want to worry about is standard deviation of X, which is S of X. And that's going to be, this is another one you need to worry about, which is 3.598. I forgot to round. It's no big deal. And then you go down, we have an N of 27 numbers. So there was 27 numbers I put in column 1. My minimum value is 0. My Q1 is 3. My median value, median, is equal to 4. Q3 is equal to 6. And my maximum value is equal to 14. So that's my summary of statistics, okay? So much easier to do than everything by hand. I mean, honestly, for Q1 or for median, you would count up and find the median number. If there's 27 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then there should be 13 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's how you find the median. You calculate the middle number. Okay, so and then your Q1 is the middle between those. So we got 1, 2. So if we have 13 of those, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Q3 right there. So, I mean, sorry, Q1. And then Q3 is over here, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my Q3. This is my Q3. So it's a lot easier, again, just to use the calculator for this stuff. And then that way you don't have to worry about putting it in order and counting it. You just got to be very specific about putting it into the calculator. So now I've done list 1. I can go back to edit. So I'm going to go back to edit here. Let me get you back in. So I'm back to, I went stat, slid over to calculate, 1 var stats, but now I need to change this to list 2. So to do it to list 2, we're going to hit second, and then we're going to hit the number 2. And then if you do that, it'll say L2 now. That's where it's going to say L2. Hit enter, enter, enter. So now this is my cloudy, and then this is my sunny. So we have an X bar of 5, so the centers are almost the same. We have a standard deviation of X of 4.21. That's this one right here. Okay. We have 17 in that column. We have a minimum of 0. We have a Q1 of 2, a median of 4, a Q3 of 6.5, and a maximum of 15. So this is our max. All right, so we've got all the data from there. That's all we really need to do. So we have our summary statistics here, and we have our different numbers. And again, they calculate them for you. So if we look at this, there's 17 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 is going to be Q2. Did I mess up? I must have messed up on a number. No, that's Q. That's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I must have messed up because this is an even number. So I messed up on the data, but you get the idea. So so this would have actually gave me a 3.5 if you guys got a little bit different number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which one did I mess up on? I'll read it later. Okay, so we've got this summary data. We've got them in L1 and L2, and there's a very specific reason. So that's how you calculate your summary statistics. Okay? Just so you guys know for a review, these are not resistant. Oops. These are not resistant data points, so they don't resist outliers. And these are resistant. So we use these with skewed data. So we always use these with skewed data right here, the minimum, and it's a 5-number summary, which is from today's. So don't forget on outliers, we have to find what's called the IQR. The IQR is going to be Q3 minus Q1. And then to find the outliers, again, it's a quick review. Q3 minus Q1, it's going to be Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. And then Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Those, if anything's outside of those two boundaries, this is the lower boundary and this is the upper boundary for outliers. If it's outside either one, then it's considered an outlier. Okay? So just a real quick review, but there's a reason why I did this, because I believe in today's, let me look over here. Yeah. We did it by hand earlier, I showed you guys, but it asked us to draw parallel box plots, right? Well, remember the box plots are based off the 5-number summary, so they're going to be based off of the 5-number summary here. But there's another trick in the calculator I want to show you guys. So we've got our data, don't forget. We've got our data in L1 and L2. So now we're going to do a little trick for you guys. Don't forget, if you have anything in y equals, so if you press y equals and there's anything in here, it'll mess it up. So make sure you hit clear and just kind of go down the line and clear everything out. Once you do it once, you won't have to do it again. But what we're going to do is we're going to go second stat plot. So now we've got our plot 1 is on and it's set to histograms. So I'm going to hit enter because I'm going to go over here to box plots. Oops. Okay, so this is histogram right here. This is box plot with outliers, and this is box plot without outliers. I just leave the box plot with outliers. Then if I have to calculate the outlier, I will. So I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to go to L1, and I'm going to hit enter on that one. Okay, so we're good. You good with that one? Okay, so now I'm going to go back up to plot 2. So I'm going to switch over to plot 2. I'm going to turn that one on, and I'm going to go and I'm going to take this and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do a box plot, but I'm going to do it for L2. Second L2. So I'm good there. It's going to be red on mine. So now I'm going to go zoom 9. Oops. I didn't turn. I messed up on the first. See how it gave me a red one? So when you do this, it just means you messed up. So I got to go back into stat plot. What did I do wrong? I didn't change something. So plot 1. Oh, I didn't hit enter. I got to hit enter right there. L1. There we go. That's the one I want. So now I can go zoom 9 again. Zoom 9. There's my 2 box plots. It says I have some outliers here. I could calculate them if I wanted to. But what this lets us do, which is kind of the cool part, it lets us draw them. So you can hit trace again. So if I hit trace, it tells me that my median is 4 for the blue one, which is L1. And my Q1 is 3, and my minimum is 0. So you can actually use this. My Q3 is 6. I have a maximum of 10 and outliers of 11, 13, and 14. So this gives you all the information you need. A minimum of 0, a Q1 of 2, a median of 4, a Q3 of 6.5. Remember, I forgot a point on that, so you may have a little different number. But now all of a sudden, this gives you all the information you need. So all you have to do is transfer it here. So you just have to transfer all the information. Oh, that's way too big, but that's all right. So you're just going to copy these like you see them, and then you'll create labels for them. And we're going to go here, and then I got an outlier here, an outlier here, and an outlier here. So now I've got, and then just make sure you label them. I believe this was sunny, and this was cloudy. I can't remember exactly. But then you label them, and then this is number of days. And so we've got all the information we need here. This is 2. This is 4. So this is like 5 right here. So that's like 5, and then we just kind of, and then this one is like 10, and we just work our way across. And so you scale them, so this is 5 and this is 10. But again, use your calculator to do the work for you. Now, if I wanted to make a histogram for each one, I could make a histogram for each one. So back into stat plot, I hit plot on. I'm going to go and I'm going to do a histogram for that one. Okay. So I'm good there. And then I'm going to go to back up. I'm going to go to plot 2, and I'm going to do a histogram for that one. And then I'm going to do zoom 9 again, and it gives me both of them overlaid with each other. Oops, sorry. Both of them overlaid with each other. So now I can see what each of them looks like. And if you do this and you're like, I don't want one, we need to turn it off then. So we go up to stat plot again. We come back to here. You go down to whichever one you'd like to turn off. You slide over to where you have the off button. Click off. Do zoom 9 again. And the red one's gone. So that's a real quick version on how to do the calculator. Don't forget, you can hit trace. You have your class widths right here at the bottom and the count of how many is in each one. So remember, the calculator is a big friend of yours. We'll talk to you guys later.